Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we're going in to assess and see what damage has been done to the farm after Storm Darragh. Round roof of the hay shed, gone. So, it's the next day after we finished up beat last night with my back, or yesterday, midday with my back. My back is still knackered. Going in to assess what damage has been done to the farm. We know there's damage done because we can see sheets of galvanizing on the yard. I'm also looking at the hay shed there, which has taken off a full bay of sheets. Is gone. Now that could be all the damage that's done in there. I'm expecting the meal shed, it could be damaged as well. The biggest one, whatever about damaging roofs, I just really hope that we haven't damaged any machinery, any of the tractors, that we haven't broke any windows. Just to put in context, that hay shed was put up by my grandfather in the 40s or 50s. I think it could have been during the war that was put up. So anyways, we might go for a drive and assess the damage on the out farms with other sheds. And it is incredibly cold. That is a ferocious cold wind. So just to give you context, so our farm sits, this avenue is basically north, south. So the wind is blowing southeast, so it's a northerly wind. That's why it's so cold. Gee, my hair is up in the wind. There's a sheet of galvanizing in the garden. That has to be off the hay shed. Any wind that blows south, geez, this wind is really showing my receding hairlines. Pull it down, pull it down. For us, any wind that blows south, so if it blows east to southeast, is when we're most vulnerable to losing sheets. So we are. That's when we are most vulnerable. Because apart from that, if it blows from south to north, we're protected by this bit of a hill, and then we're also protected by a hill on that side. So there's some big ass sheets. They are definitely not off the hay shed. So we've lost the hay shed roof. We've lost a sheet off that. We've lost a sheet off the old turf shed, which isn't too bad, one sheet. That's actually surprising to see one sheet. I would say these sheets here are off under the animals. Hopefully it hasn't cleared under the animals. We're looking at water flying down there. Something must have hit the tap in the shed and turned it on. Thankfully there's not too much grain. We're lucky in regard, I actually thought this shed was going to go, because this shed on that gable there is not great, and especially now with the new walls in and we've our sheeted fully down, the air gets in, there's nowhere for it to go. So I'm quite happy to see that hasn't gone anywhere, because otherwise that'd have a big issue. And thankfully not maybe too bad, because we have grain there and grain there and grain there, but we were planning on moving all the grain across to here. Let's see around the corner. There's one sheet gone off that shed. Yeah. Anyways, took the sheets off over the pigs, and it somehow managed to open that gate. How did it open that gate? Lovely. Girls. I'm sorry, girls. The piggery is now full of water. Right. There's a job to be done. They need to be moved. Where are we going to move them? I do not know. Lovely. Hey girls, you alright? It's a bit wet and mucky and the light is falling. Why is the light falling? Piggery's okay? Piggery's okay? Yeah, we're going to have to try and move the girls into there. Come on, gooses. Let the gooses out. That shed seems fine. That shed is fine. So it looks like, apart from losing over the pigs, and we've lost the hay shed, or one section of the hay shed. Totally lost that. I'm surprised too. I wouldn't have expected us to lose the hay shed now, because the hay shed is full of straw, and usually that's enough to keep the wind out, usually. But it clearly didn't do it for us this time. No, there is nothing under this side of the shed. It's broken that timber there. I just clean took the roof off it. Took the door off that. My poor old Saxo isn't damaged, is it? No. Where are the sheets of that roof gone? Must be in the garden there. That's not great. At least it's not the end of the world. It's not over anything important, just this old grain bin. So our grain storage, and I barely remember, I mean barely remember it being used. You had this bin here. You had a big cardboard, like a plywood bin here that I knocked bales onto so I could get rid of it because I wanted to clear up space. And you had that bin there. So you had 3 grain bins, all then with augers that fed into that wee funnel there, which rolled down into the crusher there. And that was how the grain was done here. So there'd be a tractor parked up. Again, is that one the flywheel one, or is there an electric motor on that one? No, there's an electric motor on that one. Under that, you'd fill that with grain, you'd roll your grain out on the ground, and then you'd have to shovel it in a bucket, go out and feed the cattle. Now, I don't really remember doing that, but I remember it being used. I remember an old beet chopper similar to that being there and chopping beef with it. But yeah, so that's the main damage. It's not too bad. This and the pigs, that's what's annoying me. The roof on that shed isn't too bad, and you can see we've lost the sheet up there above the piggery, which is not the end of the world. I'm going to send a text to my father, let him know we did not get away unscathed from the storm, and also send a text to the cousin that he has some more work to do here. And when he comes here, then we're just going to lock the gate behind him so we can get him into the house. But yeah, I'm not too bothered about this, but the sheets above the pigs, that's going to have to be done, but we'll have to move the pigs for now. Also, we've lost phone reception, no phone reception, so I'll have to go to the house to get signal to go send messages. And we also still have power. So yeah, that's that. Anyways, right. Tell you it was a strong wind. It's after lifting sheets of the scaffolding boards. So it has. All the boards there are gone, boards there, boards. There's only 3 boards there, but I see a lot more than that missing. It's a strong ass wind. Looks like we've lost the hay shed roof in the new farm. It's actually stripped 2 bays of it. So that's fun. So all the sheets are in there. We have a lot of all the dodgy ones that we've put in there. There's like 5 calves in there. So we have them in there because they have a shed, they have space to go outside, we can feed them a bale of silage. They're quite happy out there. So they're just checking that everyone's okay in there. But yeah, we're after losing 2 bays above that shed, so we're going to have to start using that. We also have a tree down just behind us there. It's kind of half on the road and there's a big lump of it hanging down that's just waiting to fall down, so we're going to go back and get the telly, come up, knock that down and shift that out of the way. So we will. But yeah, that's also the shed behind me there. No power! No power here. We've powered home, there's no power here. There's no power here, then we have no water for cattle. Right, if it's not up by the end of today, we're going to have to go back and try and sort that. That's going to be fun. But yeah, the slat shed, it's fine. There's no sheets off it. It's unusual to lose power here and not have power at home. Lovely. So, we're just in the house having coffee.
Go on, gold, Philip.
Making a game plan to take it down these trees. So, Jessica's going to come with us, and then Troy, the young man that works for us, will come with us as well when he gets this far.
Fine. And
we'll just hide his jackets and get it cleared. And you know mother and father are away because there's Roxy in the house. The big Rottweiler. No, right, Roxy.
She's having a toast.
She's having toast.
Have to say of all the dogs, even though she's so big, she is great to sleep beside. She doesn't move. Brilliant.
We've mobilised the workforce. So we're just going to move the pigs, the 2 sows. So we'll put Betty, which is the sow that should be in pig, in with. We have a gilt there. The one of the last ones Liv wants to sell. If anyone's looking for a pedigree Tamworth gilt, a girl that is ready for breeding, give us a shout. Liv doesn't want to kill her, she wants to sell her. So she's sitting there doing nothing. And then Bertha, the other sow, is going to go in with Bruce. She's not on heat at the minute, but she will be, so she can go in and keep Bruce company for a while and hopefully go on pig. So we're going to get that done, and then we're heading off to go gather up these trees, get them out of the way. The cousin is coming later to start re-roofing, so I would chance above the sows myself if my back wasn't as it is. I have to put back on and have an old brace yoke. Helps a lot with just being able to stand and walk. Getting up at a height and the risk of falling over with the back, because I've fallen over twice already, where the back just literally just gives out when you go to bend over and you end up falling. So that's the gist of it. We're going to move the pigs and we'll go do a lock of tree surgery. So there is Bertha in with Bruce. Another sow in there. There's our breeding gilt. No, she's in top pen. That's in her board. And then these guys here, these are for after Christmas. So if anyone wants some bacon after Christmas or wants to buy a full pig, give us a shout. If anyone is seriously interested in buying a full pig butchered, they're going after Christmas, give us a shout. We'll do up a price for you and that, and you can buy a full pig. They would be, the Tamworths are a fatty pig, very, very tasty pig. But it just takes a bit longer to grow them, to get them big enough to get the right fat to meat ratio, which I think we've got right the last kill, and these guys will be the same as that, so there should be more meat to fat. But if you're interested, give us a shout. Right, look at all these goats. Here we have our issue. It's actually lying on the NBI wire. So we have a branch that's hanging there I want to knock down, and then we have another branch there which is on top of the NBI wire, which we're going to have to do something about. Let's see what the sister's trying to tell me. That's lying on top of the NBI wire.
Yeah, and we need a chainsaw to cut it off, so you can just pop it over it. We do need a chainsaw, and then we need to get that one as well, because that's hanging precariously. Get that off.
Yeah, sure, go back and get the chainsaw there. Yeah. That one there will just knock down.
Yeah, well, you will be able to knock it down. You don't
yeah.
need a chainsaw.
Yeah, we'll have to cut that one so we don't.
There's the butt of it there.
That's the butt there.
Yeah.
Right, well if we just cut with a chainsaw we'll get it.
Well, no, you don't need to. That's
Oh, that one is fell the last time. Get a chainsaw there, okay? Right, looks like we're getting a chainsaw. I got away this car. And then I'll knock down that top one, but we're going to have to cut that bottom one to not pull the NBI wire down, because I do not want to be liable for that one. And then also, you might just see, that's the shed there. They stripped all the sheets and the timbers. So, I see what way the cousin wants to do it. Now, the roof on that shed wasn't great to start with, so it wasn't. Because you can see it's all kind of sagged in the centre where the timbers are rotten. But we're straightening it out all the same now. I go knock down that tree while they get a chainsaw so we can cut that other one. Otherwise we'll be on bother. I do a bit of digging here. Let's see what's wrong with this. What's up? Yeah, I just gotta do a bit of digging here, get rid of this water. We have a bit of an issue here with water gathering where I don't want water. So we're just gonna try and make a lip out of it. Try and get the friggin' water to piss off of itself from where it's sitting. Get rid of some of that water. And I'm going to knock down this tree. It's bloody high up. Once it's down, I can get it out of the way. Not close enough to it. Yeah, I'll have to go out from the other side. Go for a full boom on this one. It's just a precarious spot, so it is, because it's kind of hanging over the road and back in on itself a bit. And if it fell off the tree eventually, it's coming straight down across the road. I'm not going to lift someone up into the basket to go cut it. It should just peel off. Should. Yeah, there she goes. try and not take down wires. That's problem number 1 sorted-ish. Oh, stuck on my bucket. Should be able to just tidy that into the hedge there. Oh, that's that in the hedge. Have to wait to get the other one now. Road cleared. Wires untangled. The only thing is though the wires sag quite a bit, and especially up here. Actually no, that's the old telephone wire. The one above that is the NBI. NBI, fantastic. We've had connections, it must be nearly a year now we've had a connection, and it is fantastic. Absolutely. Anyone who is waiting on it, it'll be the best thing you ever get. It is super. Just 500 megabyte speed broadband internet is just for everything you try and do online. It's just impossible. It's just so bloody good. Anyways, we go to the end of this road where the next tree is down on the main road, so we're going to have to, Bro and Jess are going to have to stop traffic just as I shove it back in off the road. It's just on the edge of the road. It's, if you were driving in the middle of the road, you'd clip your wing mirrors off it, and it just needs to be shoved in off the road, because an unsteady driver, someone who wasn't paying attention, could see it swerve out and hit another car. Debris on the road here, just scrape it off. So I just want to get it out of the way. So I rung Father Phil just to double check that it is our responsibility to move the tree, and he said just move it out of the way. So we get it off the road fully and just shove it back into the hedge. It's only more of a big brushy bush than an actual tree, so it should just bend and mould into the hedge as I shove it. So we just have to stop the traffic for a minute just to get it done. Anyways, behind is the tree here. It's fallen out of the internal hedge and out. There's a big shrub, so hopefully I'll just be able to shove it, and it didn't do what I said to do. Use the Jeep as a marker, but anyways. So hopefully we'll be able to literally just shove it back into the field. If we can do that, then we can solve it at our own pace, but it just wants to be cleared off the road, because it is quite literally just out on the road. So, right, and we have lifted off. No. We're good. So now we just cleared a few bits off the road there, and that's it, pushed off the road. It's in the corner of the field now. Not that we do much in the corner of that field anyways, but we'll be able to cut it up or get rid of it at a later date. The main thing is it's not an issue on the road, so we just cleared a lot of branches out of the way. We're golden. Just after feeding the cattle in on the new farm, so we are just heading off. Well, when I said we got a phone call, I didn't get it because I have no reception or signal or nothing. The mast for mine and Liv's phone provider must be down, but Jessica and Eric, their phone provider still working, got a phone call to say one of our elderly neighbours in the road, he's a tree down across his lane and he can't get out, so we have to go sort that out, and his tractor is airlocked or something, he wants that sorted as well. So Jess and Eric are going to meet me in there and we're going to get the tree cut up and off his lane. So I'm just heading in with the teleporter with the spikes. I don't think it's a big tree because I don't think there's any big trees on his lane. I think it's only small trees. So we should be able to just cut it at either end and just take it out of the way. That's kind of the plan. and then sort out his tractor for him and be on the road again. Yeah, it's been a morning of trying to sort out all the damage that was done from the storm. Go sort out her neighbour. So some of you may remember this pass, trying to get down the moor down here with the 99 and that. So the reason why this pass is how it is because there's 3 farms on the pass. We used to do the work for the 3 farms while the farms was let out, or at least 2 or 3 years ago now. So actually it looks like a farmer is actually at the tractor, or has his tractor at the stick that's in his way. It's just one of them things, anyone who has land in right of ways and stuff like that will know what I mean about the likes of this, where it doesn't get kept. So, or it's in the state it's in. So anyways, we get this tree sorted, we get this tractor sorted for this man too. We'll probably get the tractor sorted for him first, just to get it out of the way, so that I can lift this out of the way. It's actually not too bad, it's only a wee prigging of a branch of a thing. So, right, we get stuck into it. Didn't get on very well. We have the tree gone, we cut it up and we threw it in the hedge. It's only a little old strong branch is now what you kind of call it, but still big enough and heavy enough that you wouldn't just take it all in one lump and turn it into the hedge. So we can't get the tractor going. We're getting fuel, getting it started, then it's not going. It's just, yeah. We're after deadening the battery, trying to bleed it, and we're dirt in the lift pump and we cleaned that, and well, I'm not sure now whether we got it cleared and then we didn't have enough turn in the starter to get it to fire. But she's just starving of fuel. There could be could be dirt stuck in the fuel line in the tank, or it could be the lift pump is knackered. So we're actually having a new lift pump for it. Bloody too tight to this side. We have a new lift pump for the tractor. It's a 390T 2-wheel drive. So the man brings his 2 tractors, he brings them to us just to service them for him. So my father knew from the last time, it's not actually long since it was up, the lift pump was a bit groggy in it, so he bought a new lift pump to go into it, so we'll get it stuck into it if we can't get it going. Twisting me bloody mirrors. I'll buy another mirror for Liv. We're gonna go home, get something to eat, and then come back in and see can we get the tractor going from. I was hoping to get pulling beat today, but it's not looking like it's going to happen. But if I get this done, I'll go pulling and we might get it finished on Monday. It's to be dry for the next couple of days. So, well, it is still windy. I forgot to bring the camera back in with me. Dinner wasn't ready, so Liv said it was going to be 2 o'clock, so we've changed lift pump. Put on a new one. And Jessica's going to be the stopcock to stop the diesel from flowing out. So, yeah. Yep. Fun. Hopefully this solves it. Just cannot get it bled. Just keep constant sucking air. So Father Phil said change the lift pump. So we changed the lift pump. Just after taking off the wee stopcock off it, and my hand just blowing it out. It's full of dirt. It's full of like could be from biodiesel. Yes, I know I should have gloves on, but I forgot them. We're stuck in here now. It's just 4 bolts. Pop in the new one, put all back together. I'm sure you're in a very comfortable position there.
Yeah, you know, I'm helping my back, seeing as you've got such a bad back.
Happy farmer, fixed it, happy days. So yeah, lift pump, that's what was wrong. Changed the lift pump and away she went once we got her bled. Bit of bleeding in it, but she's working away. So we'll go to the end of the lane, return, we go home, and yeah, an eventful day. Good way of passing the time though. It is the next day and the first repairs of the storm have been done. So the cousin came yesterday evening when I was pulling beat, and he done the roof. So when I say he done the roof, he just literally put back on the 2 sheets that were gone, which will stop the water getting in here, which will fill the drains, which will fill the pig tank. But the big thing, because he came and he looked at the damage that was done, he says, right, we get this done now, we'll tackle the rest next week. It's not as important. This one was important because, I don't know if I open it up, but the timber along the back, right the way down the shed, is gone. And there is very little holding the sheets on, and he was afraid with that gone, more wind to get in, and it just peeled the whole lot off. Wind was blowing that direction, so yeah, it's pulled the lights. It's done a wee bit of damage, but the big one is this whole roof has to be replaced, and probably the round roof too, maybe, but definitely all the sheets on this. So that'll be a job for him next year sometime. I know people say, why don't we just knock down this old shed? But this shed is serving purpose quite well for us, for small stock. Once we get the out there and the stuff out there, some of that is for the farm shop, for the museum, and maybe get the bottom end of it tidied. They're just perfect for small stock, for the goats, for pigs, for any other small animals Liv wants to get for the farm shop. It's just ideal for us. With the new telly too, we can in 2 buckets clean out. You just get square, boom in right to the back wall, lift it out and gone. So that's made cleaning them out a hell of a lot easier. So I have no intentions of getting rid of this shed. I just couldn't imagine taking it down, or what I'd put there instead of it. It's doing exactly what we needed to do with small stock. When it comes to our other sheds that are damaged, so the hay shed, which I will slowly shuffle my way over towards, the back still isn't over hectic. I think I will be going to see a physio during the week. I think the consensus from what I can gather is a physio is better than a chiropractor, and don't go to a doctor. Anyways, so that shed there, the timbers are rotten in the shed again. Or sorry, no, it's not. It's nail sick is what it's called. Don't excuse the mess. It's just with the skip there, we're scattering all the rubbish of the house and off the farm. But that shed is nail sick. So the nails, where the nails are hammered into the timber, because that's how that was put up there, the tin round that is rotten, and that's what peeled the sheets off it. So that shed will get put back together, but mine Liv's long-term goal will be taking down that shed, but to redevelop basically from the back of the doghouse and the pump house right back to the footprint of that shed for a purpose-built calf shed sometime in the next 5 years. I'm not going to do anything too major with that, just piece it back together for now, whereas we'll get this done. And then the other shed on the out farm, the timbers are just rotten in it. It took timbers the whole lot off, so the cousin's just gone to, we have a lock of timber in a shed down there from a tree that was cut up, and they sawed into planks. We'll try and get it pieced back together, and that's really it. The most surprising thing, and even the cousin said it, this shed here didn't blow down. Fully expecting it, because it's taken the brunt of it with the new walls in it and fully sealed at the back. It's a dead ringer for going. We will have to get him up at that end, try and secure that end down, and after that, you know, if we got roller doors on it, that'd take all the pressure off the shed, I think. So, but hey, that's the joys, that's Storm Darragh. How did everyone else fare out? We luckily didn't lose our power. The power did turn off this morning, but I think that was to reconnect some of the lines that were down close by, because 2 of our out farms were out, and the man we had to go give a hand, his power was gone as well, so they probably had to turn off to do that. So how did everyone else fare out? We also have a trampoline of one of the neighbours crossed the main road and then flew into the hedge on one of our fields, so we're going to have to get that pulled out at some stage. And there's probably trees down internally in land that we haven't seen yet, so we'll come across them as we go on. But hey, look, the main thing is everyone is safe. So as I said, let us know in the comments down below, what damage have you suffered from Storm Darragh, and hopefully we can get it all repaired and back. Anyways, I'm going to go back inside and lie down and try and rest up this back, and hopefully we'll catch you in Tuesday's video for the beat, because so far I'm not getting on very well so far. Anyways, that's the joys of the job. Hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. That's it for me. Good luck.